Hi guys, good morning. Happy Memorial Day weekend kickoff. I am going to show you, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to show you a couple of tricks I have up my sleeve. A for flawless skin and B for drawing out your lips, but making them look really not crazy, because I've seen a little bit of that. It's not my favorite. So I'm going to show you both of those things today. I'm also going to show you the stick foundation. This relaunches on Tuesday. I'm finalizing my pre-orders for this by Monday morning. So if you want to get the stick foundation and you want to not be responsible for waiting at your computer screen to get into the queue and order it and everything, just let me know. I'm going to do a bulk order and then I can ship it out to you, or if you're local, I can meet you. I'm going to start with Touch Glorious Primer after I tie back my hair because it's a little bit all over the place. My hair today is brought to you by the fact that I had an allergic reaction to date night last night, and I had to take Benadryl when we got home, and I took a shower to just like cleanse myself of the experience, and then I fell asleep because of the Benadryl with wet hair, and my hair was literally like Rastafarian today. It was like really, really crimpy and curly from the root. I don't know what happened. Touch Glorious Primer, just a little bit going on my face. So anyway, I fell asleep with wet hair. Hi, Tracy. I fell asleep with wet hair last night, and I woke up and it was nuts today. So I kind of tried to round brush it out and then curl it a little bit so that it wasn't quite so aggressive. I was not feeling it. All right, so the only thing I have on my skin, hi Layla, is I washed my face this morning. I toned it and I put moisturizer on it and the primer. So that's the only thing that I have on at the moment. You're getting the true unfiltered version of me. Hi, Kristen. All right, so primer goes on. You want it to sit on your skin for a few minutes. Everybody was commenting about the video I took last night when I was having an allergic reaction and my cheeks and my neck were all swollen with hives and they were red. They were like, your makeup still looks good. Well, at least there's that. Okay, so primer should sit on your skin for a few minutes. Figure 2 to 5 minutes. The longer is fine. Sometimes I'll go wake up the kids or brush my teeth or go make coffee or something like that, and just kind of wait for it to acclimate. But I'm going to go in with the stick foundation today. The stick foundation I've been using all the time because it's relaunching and restocking on Tuesday. So I don't want this to go out of stock again. If you want this, just shoot me a message, comment below, DM me, comment on whatever, and just let me know. We can color match you, and then I can, hi doll, how are you? Then I can get you on my pre-order list. So when I log in on Tuesday, I will do a big bulk order for everybody and then ship it out to you so you don't miss the color that you're looking for. All right, so I'm using the shade Lace. It's a super easy foundation to apply because it kind of just goes on like a lipstick would, and that's it. So this is the shade Lace. It looks a little bit yellow on my skin, but just wait until it blends out. It's amazing. It's a cream foundation, Sisterly and Sweet. Okay, I'm going to add that to my list, Sisterly and Sweet. So it's a cream foundation. It's got 2 different kinds of cosmetic wax in it, Cara Lily and Carnauba, and I blend it out with our Kabuki brush, which is also restocking on Tuesday the 28th. And you just buff it out in this sort of like easy stippling motion, and you're good to go. If you have dry skin, aging skin, mature skin, combination skin, normal skin, this is an amazing foundation for you. Look at the dewiness, look at the finish. It's really incredible. It covers everything. I feel like it's an excellent full coverage without being heavy or chunky, and it's got like a very light feeling to it. I'm just going to blend, always blend it down your neck. You'll be so glad I told you that. Okay, so blending the forehead in, but you can see like this does not honestly require like an expert installation. This is the laminate flooring of makeup. Anyone can do it. I'm thoroughly going to stand by that statement. I know that some people look at like all of the stippling on the liquid foundation and go, I couldn't do that. First of all, anyone can do that. But this really is idiot proof. I bet you, and at some point I'll do this, I'll have Justin do my makeup and I'll have him apply this. I can't promise I won't get frustrated with him because, you know, he's a man, but we can do that. Okay, so foundation stick is on. It is amazing. I love it. I love all of my foundations. I like BB cream, I like liquid, I like my powder, but this is just like, I feel really, really good about basically putting this on anyone because of the finish. I like a dewy finish. I like a little bit of glow in my complexion, and this always gives it to me. All right, so that is out of the way. I'm now going to go in with concealer. No, I'm not. I'm not going to go in with concealer. I'm going to show you how to put a pressed powder on as a concealer. So this is pressed powder. This is the Touch Mineral Pressed Powder in the shade Scarlet. So it's the same color as the concealer that I normally use, but it's in a pressed powder. And I have here my Clean Eco Tools blending sponge. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of that Scarlet pressed powder on the back of here, and I'm going to press it into my under eye, and you can see how it brightens. Because there's a little bit of dampness in my sponge, it grabs that powder really easily, and it just kind of melts it right into my makeup. For people who have oily skin or experience oiliness in their T-zone, this is a great way of highlighting and contouring without a cream product. So basically what I'm also doing is I'm setting my cream makeup by using this powder on top of it, because the powder is going to absorb extra oils and things like that that end up on my skin during the day. So I'm just gonna do like I normally do with my my concealer. Hi Dina, how are you feeling? We also have a great deal where you get 2 pressed powders for $60, so it discounts each of them by $10. So you can always grab a like a highlight shade and a contour shade. And that's a really good way to go. All right, so obviously you see the brightness on here. This is using the Scarlet, which is the lightest foundation that we have. You can see how bright it is. Do not worry. We're going to use the cheapest makeup technique tool in the world. This is the tip of all tips. Grab a big fluffy powder brush, put nothing on it, and just gently blend out your makeup. Granted, we do want to keep the brightness where it is. We just want to buff out those lines so that it doesn't look quite so harsh. And then we're going to go in with our contour and just sort of melt everything together. Good. I'm so glad to hear that, Dina. All right, so now I'm going to go in with, just trying to move things out of the way after I use them. I'm going to go in with Beachfront bronzer in the shade Hermosa, which is our medium shade of bronzer. And I'm just going to go in on the edge, like I start at the back of my ear and I blend forward, and I just kind of find my cheekbone and the hollow of my cheek and I fill in that area. And I start in the back so that I don't deposit too much color in the front of my face, because I definitely want my face to look thinner and slimmer. I love bronzer. Contouring is literally life. Hi Amanda. When you want to add like extra glow to your skin, or if you want to tailor in the shape of your face, it is all about contouring your face to fit your face shape the best. So I'm now going to go in on my forehead. The reason that you go in on your forehead and basically all over the perimeter of your face, you want the inside of your face to appear the brightest and then the outside of your face to sort of recede back so it gives the illusion of a slimmer face. I wish I had known this when I was pregnant because Chase made me look like Fiona from Shrek. I was pregnant from my hair to my toes, and it was not pretty, and this would have helped me immeasurably. Always do your jawline. That's a big one for just sculpting in your face. Down your neck again. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, and now I'm going to just do the sides of my nose just to warm that up. Tailor that in a little bit. Okay. So I don't use a lot of product. I just use the right product in the right places. And you can see that I still have the brightness, but it's not like a non-authentic brightness. I'm just going to blend it all together again. My cheapest makeup trick ever. Big fluffy powder brush with nothing on it. And just make sure we're well blended out. Hi Bailey, how are you? So that is our Flawless Complexion. Now I'm going to go in with Sweet Blush, which is like the go-to shade for people who don't think they can wear blush. I always suggest Sweet. It just has like the prettiest sort of believable flush to it. And I love how it just wakes my skin up. It makes it look so much more lively. I was never a blush person prior to using Unique. I just didn't think I needed it. And I didn't know that, like, I would just always do up my eyes and I would never change my makeup routine. It was always a heavy eye, a dark eye, an eyeliner, or something like that. Now that my skin is better, I think that's the reason I did it actually. My skin used to be a hot mess. So I always used to play up my eyes to sort of detract from my complexion looking like crap all the time. So now that I have my complexion finally back up and running and to a state that I'm not truly embarrassed about, I can highlight other things. I actually don't feel the need to play up my eyes all the time anymore because I'm more confident in my skin. That may sound very shallow to some of you. I really don't care. It's how I feel. I used to not even take off my makeup in front of my husband. Okay, this is a man who saw me give birth to our 2 children. He has seen me on my best days, on my worst days, everything, and I did not want him to see my horrific complexion for like 18 months. I was using another brand of skincare. It was not good. Anyway, now that everything is on the up and up, I will walk around proudly as a peacock without makeup on all day long, but it took a minute to get there. Okay, so now let's go in and, all right, so I've been wearing these 3 shades of eyeshadow all week and I'm obsessed with them. Okay, so the first is Gingerly. It's sort of this like caramel color. The second is Covetous, which is like a copper. This is almost like the exact shade of a penny. And it's a metallic, obviously. And then the last shade is Laid Back, which is pretty much like a very, very, very light, creamy white. So we're going to go in, but I think first we should do our brows. So Brow Obsession palette in Brunette. Just need Brow Obsession brush. So I'm just going to go in and draw in my brows really quick. I'm only going to use the powder today. I'm not going to use much of the transfer gel, and I've just been liking the powder brow lately. I don't know why. So I start from the front and I draw the line all the way back to the tail of my brow, and I just do the underside first. And then I'm going to go in and do the top of my brow. I just don't start quite so forward with it. And I make sure that I grab all the little baby hairs that live right above my brow, because that's going to give you a better arch, a more believable arch, and it's going to follow the natural curve of your face. All right, I'm just going to fill in from the arch to the tail, because that is naturally the thickest and most substantial part of your brow to begin with. And then I'm going to take whatever I have left over on my brush, and I'm just going to fade those two lines together and make a natural fade from the front of my brow to the back so that it looks realistic. The front of your brow should always be softer. Ooh, wow, caught it though. The front of your brow should always be softer than the back of your brow. There is, I'm just gonna comb them out really quick. It kind of helps to blend everybody together. And there you have it. The difference is crazy when you see a fully done brow and an undone brow. Undone brow, that sounds like a family in Game of Thrones. All right, so the other one, I'm one of these people who believes that your brows should be perfect twins. So I often stand here and toil over if I've done that or not. But I guess they don't have to be. I just expect it. If you're a person that does your brows with a pencil, you're probably going through 2 to 3 pencils a month. At least I know I was. This Brow Artist brush and the Brow Obsession palette has lasted me since February of 2018, so a year and a half. And it's still going very strong. So if you are a person who does your brows every single day, I would definitely suggest the palette for you. It's way more bang for your buck. Okay, done. Blending together. Okay, so back to that lip or eye combo I've been loving. So I'm going to start with Gingerly, and I'm going to go in with my unique blending brush, and I'm just going to put this right in the crease of my eye. It's just the prettiest shade of like an orangey brown. Very soft. Okay, do it over here. I love this brush. The blending brush is everything. I literally use it every day. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with the Unique Deluxe brush, which has 2 sides. So it has this flat sponge side, and then it has this angled brush side. I'm going to go in with the flat sponge. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of the Covetous and put it right on the inside corner and blend it out to the center of my eye. Using that sponge, it gives you such a nice metallic glow. These are honestly like pressed velvet. They go on so smooth. The center, and then I'm going to take that blending brush again and just blend these 2 things together so that there's like a more graceful transition. All right, and then I'm going to take a big angled brush. This is just a powder brush, and I'm going to take that shade Laid Back, which is that creamy white, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this right on my brow arch, just as a highlight. This is a totally matte color. I do not like to put metallics up there, or else I look like I'm in high school again, and not in a good way, in like a cheesy way. But it just gives that brow like a really nice matte highlight. If I had been using a cream concealer, I probably would have just reserved a little bit of it to put up there as well. But done. All right, so I'm going to grab a little bit of my brow palette. I'm going to go in with this light shade here, and I'm just going to put it on my lower lash line. I like to figure out ways to use my products for more than one thing. So these pressed shadows in here can also be used as eyeshadows. In a pinch. Okay, 40 mascara is Life. If you haven't tried it, I think you can still order it, but I have 10 more coming in the second week of June, and if you would like one, just shoot me a message and I can send one out to you. The 40 mascara makes it look like you have false lashes on, and what it does is it separates and lengthens your lashes all the way from the root to the tip, so it gives you a really amazing fullness, not just super long sort of straggly lashes. It gives you length, separation, and thickness right from the get-go at the root. Okay. And I do 2 coats on it because I feel like that second coat really just brings them to life. But look at the difference. It's amazing. I feel like you should always have one of these to use and one of these on standby in case they go out of stock. Even a couple of my customers were saying that they don't wear mascara because they have really short lashes and they just don't like bringing further attention to them. And they gave this a try and they were like, it makes me look like I have fake lashes on. I'm obsessed. So this stuff is incredible. Truly incredible. It's got little Y-shaped fibers in it and they attach to your lashes in a one-step, like there's no 2 tubes to do this. And then it just makes your lashes appear that much more full and long. Okay. Incredible. All right, so I'm going to just take what I have left over on my wand and do my lower lashes because they are very pale and blonde and non-existent. Okay. What a difference. Oh my gosh. Everything. Everything, everything, everything. Mascara is everything. All right, so now highlighter. Iridescent is my jam today, which is my prismatic white. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put this right on my cheekbone and blend it in. What I love about this is it makes a really pretty glow and a nice transition by melting my blush and the bright part of my under eye together. And it just makes your skin look really glowy and finished. Right down my nose, my Cupid's bow. I missed the beginning of your live. What foundation are you wearing and what shade? You look beautiful. Thank you, Diane. I am using the Unique Stick Foundation. It's a cream foundation and I'm using it in the shade Lace. They restock on Tuesday, and if you want to get on the pre-order list, I can order it for you and then send it to you. Okay, so now we're going to go in and do lips, which of course is my favorite thing in the world. And I'm actually going to use 2 different lip liners today and a gloss. So I'm going to use Prudent lip liner to first line my lips and then fill them in. Then I'm going to officially line them with Pouty because it's 1 shade darker, so it's going to give me better definition. And then I'm going to go over everything with Lippy, I think. I was between Lippy and Lovable. Lippy and Lovable. I still think I'm going to go Lippy, but I'll let you know. I might change my name, or change my mind and do a Hail Mary at the end. Okay, so Prudent is my super nude lip liner, and you're not even going to see it really except shaping your lips. So I personally was not a lip liner person at all ever until I started using Unique. What I love about lip liner is it literally allows you to draw on your perfect lip shape. It allows you to accentuate the lips that you have, and it keeps your lipstick in place all day because it puts this nice waxy border around your lips so it's not going to move. People with mature skin, I know that that is #1 concern, is your lipstick moving and wearing off during the day, and lip liner really, really, really helps that. Okay, so the first one is Prudent, which is the light lip liner, and I'm gonna line my lips. I can't really talk when I do this, so I apologize. You can see that they're showing up more, but not in like an obnoxious way. It really is a true, completely neutral lip color. Actually, I'll go in a little bit. Okay, we're up close and personal now. All right, so that's Prudent. And I'm gonna fill in my lips now with the Prudent. Okay. So my whole lip is now filled in with this shade, which is Prudent lip liner. Not lipstick, not lip anything, lip liner. Now I'm going to go in with Pouty lip liner. So this is 1 shade darker, and it's a little bit more pink as this is more nude. So I'm going to go in and line my lips with the Pouty. When you line with a shade that's just slightly darker, it's going to make the border of your lip appear larger, which is going to make your whole lip come forward. So you see now the ridge of my lip that much better. And now I'm going to cover the entire thing. God, I'm having such a hard time picking a lip gloss today. This is a true first world problem. I'm going to cover it with Lippy. Why not? It was my first choice. So Lippy is a great pink nude. And this is, I like to have a little bit of a gloss whenever I want a really big lip because it just makes your lips look juicier and more luscious and appear larger. I love our lip glosses. There's not a shade of them that I don't love. What I like most about them is they have a ton of pigment in them and they are not at all sticky. So I have literally used lip glosses where the wind blew and my hair went in my face and I like had to detach my hair from my lips because it just got stuck there. That's not going to happen with this. It's like a totally, what color are these? This is 2 different lip liners. So I used Pouty to line my lips. I used Prudent to fill them in. And then I used Lippy lip gloss, all Unique products. And what I'll do at the end is I'll take a picture and then I'll list all the products that I used to make the look happen. I just lost a top. I'll post a link with all the products that I use so that you can just take a shopping trip on the website and see what they look like. All right, so now I'm just gonna go in and touch up my bronzer because I can never have enough bronzer. I have an issue stopping the bronzer. Okay, just the contour always needs to be on point with me. All right, little double checking before I go in and finish everything. I think I'm good. All right, so you have 2 options when you set your makeup. If you want a dewier finish, you go with rose water. If you want a more matte finish, you go with Touch Behold setting spray. I use both of these. I use this for my skincare twice a day anyway, but I use this every time I do liquid or cream foundations, and I use this every time I do a powder foundation. This actually makes a powder foundation look glowy and dewy, which is almost impossible to do, but setting it with rose water makes that completely possible. So I'm just gonna go in with, I think I'm just gonna use the Touch Behold setting spray today. Give it a little shake. It's like hairspray for your face. And it's actually gonna make your face look a little wet for a minute until it dries. So I just saved one of my Uology cheat sheets here. And I just kind of dry it off. It doesn't sting, it doesn't burn, it doesn't have a smell to it. Basically what it's doing is just melting all of your products together so that they don't run or come off at all during the day. When I take my makeup off at night, everything that I put on in the morning is still there in place. It's kind of amazing following the right layering procedures and then setting your makeup, how much more wear you get out of your makeup. Let me zoom up. You don't need to be like up my nose right now. Ooh, wrong way. All right, so that is the old makeup look of the day. So like I said, I will take a selfie, an unfiltered selfie. I always go in front of a window, so if you ever send me a selfie to be color matched, you do the same thing. Go in front of a window, open the window, daytime, let that light hit you. It lets me see your complexion the best way. That's how I take all of my pictures. And then I will list all the products that I use today so that if you want to go shopping, you can. If you want something that, like the stick foundation or the kabuki brush, thank you very much, Dina. If you want the kabuki brush or the stick foundation and you want to get on my pre-order list so that you don't miss it when it launches on Tuesday, just shoot me a message. I can color match you, and then I'll add you to the pre-order list and shoot you over an invoice. That way I will hold myself accountable for being on the queue at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. I'll get you what you need and then shoot it over to you. So that is the look of the day. If you guys have any questions, I am home until Tuesday. Yes, a 4-day weekend is in my grasps right now. So anything you need, just let me know. I'm always here to help. I hope you guys have a beautiful Memorial Day weekend. Spend it with your families, and I will see you back here tomorrow.